Hi everybody, welcome to a new tutorial from Sound for More. It's Leo speaking. Today I'm going to show you how you can simulate having multiple arps, but using in this case the STEP LFO, which is not like having multiple arpeggios, but something closer to it. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Let's press enter and let's choose a bank D and initial scene. Then let's go to single tone. Let's click on the bank over there and let's change the bank to user. Then let's click on the tone and let's search for one user which is an initial tone, which will sound like this. Now let's press the oscillator button, which is at the left of the filter knob. Now by default you have oscillator type PCM and oscillator parameter with this parameter which will say wave bank A, and then you have the wave number there. Let's click on the wave number, let's press enter, and here as you can see you can choose between different wave numbers and or different type of waves that as you like. Let's see what we have inside here. I'm interested actually in a bass, so why not? Let's go for this MG bass 1. Let's press OK. Actually, as you can see, this is a typical mistake which will happen to you if you are not careful. I have selected partial 3, but partial 3 is not on, partial 1 is on, and this is typical if you come from editing something before. So unfortunately, let me go back to partial number 1, and then from here redo the same selection. So let's go below here and let's see if we can find that bass which we have seen a moment ago. So we are almost there. Here we go. Perfect. Let's press OK now. So we have this bass which is selected. Okay, fantastic. Now let's scroll down until we find LFO destination. Now we are going to ensure that for LFO 1 we have pitch depth to maximum, like so, because we want that LFO to influence a maximum the pitch in terms of changes. We go down to LFO 1 and this time we choose STEP LFO. Then we go down again here on the list of feature and this is your STEP LFO, in this case for partial 1 which is selected. Now you can design the number of steps there, so let's limit these to actually 2 for now. Here you can change the position, what you're changing. Here you can change the depth. In this case, it goes up to 72, which is great. Let's set these down to 0. And here you can change the curvature, which is quite nice, based, of course, on the depth you have there. You can see it changes the type of curvature and effect. Okay. And then here you have the rate for the LFO, and you can have it also sync to tempo. In this case, you have the rate by note measurement, and here you can have the STEP LFO to be retriggered every time you press on a key. So and you can change tempo of curvature, which is nice. And you can create some, honestly, some fantastic effects with these. But now for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to leave that to the curve 1, step length 2. Okay, and then I'm going to set the rate to 1/8. And then on the first step, I'm going to reduce the depth by, let's say, 48. And that will come, and that will start to sound like an arpeggio which goes from a lower octave to the upper octave. And now let me change a key from C to F to G and then coming back. Which sounds really nice, doesn't it? It's an arpeggio. Now let me click on go to Pro up here. Let's scroll up until we find keyboard. Now let's limit the range, the maximum range there where it says G9. We click Shift and we press B3. So above B3, I don't have any sound. Perfect. Okay, now enable partial 2 and select partial 2. And now we set for that partial 2 for the lower key range to start from C4. So Shift and press C4. Perfect. Now here we have a piano. Okay, now I don't really want to use a piano. Let's first of all go up. Let's change that to supersaw. Perfect. Now let's leave the parameter as they are. Let's go to LFO destination, increase the pitch a maximum. LFO, we select again STEP LFO. And then here, well, let's enjoy. So first step, we leave it at 1. Then second step, we go up by 12. The third step here, we go up by 28. And then the next step, we go up to 48. Like that. Now we limit the number of steps here to just 4. And let's press on the C4 key. Let's activate tempo sync. Let's set these to 1/8. And let's have it retrigger every time we press a key. So let's enjoy now. I press on the lower register where I have a bass, which is alternating up an octave, and then I have these arpeggio going up only. So let's press a C4 key. And I can have it to play faster. Let's say I go to 16. And let's try. And of course, we can, for example, activate rhythm pattern. Let's set key trigger to start it, and let's try. Okay, so that is a way that you can use to actually create or simulate arpeggio using your STEP LFO. This is just an example. I've used only 2 partials. So in this case, you hear 2 arpeggio, which practically they're not arpeggio, but it's the STEP LFO, changing the pitch because I've set in the destination to change the pitch up here. And then I set STEP LFO there as the type of LFO. And then I change the pitch according to the steps which were there available. So that is just for 2 partial. Of course, you have still 2 more partial, which you can use, and that comprises only 1 tone. So in this case, you hear 2 almost preset, and a bass and a supersaw. But in reality, actually, it's only 1 tone, which is quite amazing. So you could have 4 arps running per tone, and of course then you can layer up to 16 tones, and every tone could have up to 4 arps. So I'm sure you find this useful, and you can create now your own arps or simulate your own arps using STEP LFO, which is a great functionality in the Fantom. Okay, I hope you enjoy. See you in the next tutorial. Thank you. Bye.